Let's talk some ball. And the reason why I like this YouTube platform is because I can kind of talk without editing, and it's a better visual as far as the all 22 film. So I promise I'm gonna keep pumping out content like this. But we're just gonna talk about the Eagles defense and how they play their quarters. And quarters is a tough, how can I say, a tough defense to kind of review because everyone plays it differently. Everyone has a different trips check. Everyone has a different empty check. But there's some principles that every quarter's defense has to live by. There's some basic ABCs that no matter what system or check you're using, if you know these things, you'll be able to be successful at playing quarters defense. Now, we're just going to start down here, okay? So they're going to go into an empty check and notice how they immediately communicate, okay? So whatever this means, all right, so he has both hands kind of open. Um, we have Darius Slay communicating here. So they're changing something. Again, I don't actually know what their empty check is. But if we're just going to talk about staying in quarters and what you can read off the quarterback, let's take a look at what Slay is doing here. Okay. So as soon as the ball is snapped, all right, he's just going to bail out of there. Now, the one thing I will say is that if you get good at reading a quarterback's drop, so let's just take a look at the quarterback. Out of shotgun, if he gets the snap, and his weight is backwards. All right. So his chest is leaning back, his shoulders is back. Everything about this is him leaning back. That is automatically a level 2 or level 3 throw. I'm going to go ahead and say that's a level 3 throw. What I mean by that is level 1 is quick game, hitch slant. Level 2, curl, comeback, dig. Level 3, post and fades. So if you get this body language, you can pretty much start getting ready for, like I said, level 2 to 3. And right now, I would even say this is level 3 vibe. So he's just going to run out of there and get on top of pretty much the post or whatever type of route this is. So that's something you can pick up on. Nickels, always tell my guys, hey, how do I get on the field quicker? Play the nickel. All right, play the nickel. Everyone thinks they're going to come in and be a lockdown corner. And a lot of times, um, coaches will put guys there based on their attributes. So, if you're 6 foot or below, you want to, get to the league, I would say you either convert to safety or get comfortable in that nickel. All right, it's not impossible. There are 5'10" corners in the league, but I'm saying they probably also play nickel. All right, so you start inside to head up of number 2. That's pretty standard. But when you get this kind of running back running out and we get empty, you need to bump out so you're not out leveraged. All right. So another tip. So if the ball is snapped right now, it's likely that the running back's going to be involved in the play. Um, but the longer it goes on and the ball's not snapped, yes, you relate to that, but it's not likely that the flat is going to be the first read. So you see the nickel down here, he's going to relate to that flat, but he's going to expand. Don't take the cheese. We can always rally. And also, the running back shoulders aren't even ready for him to catch this ball yet. All right. I guess right now he is, but if it shows return right away and the ball snap, then you can kind of expect it there. So relate to the flat. Again, everyone does a little different, whether you're buzzing, whether you're just, kind of working to that threat and then expanding, helping out here. That's great. Also, we look down here. I would say, I'm not going to say 100%, but 99% of the time, if you are by yourself in quarters as a corner, you're going to treat that like man. So with the nasty split, a tight split, we're expecting him to go underneath. All right. So be ready for that. If you have a nasty split and you're in quarters and he's pressing this, the reason why, you should press this, again, it's nasty. So if you're way out here and you're expecting him to go under, you're just doing yourself an injustice, or you're misaligning yourself, I guess I would say. And then you and the safety would pretty much be here occupying nothing. So just get up there, press. You know he's going to go under. Get ready to start running. And I like the technique here. All right. So again, regardless of what you're doing in quarters, whenever you're the backside safety and you're free, one, you got to figure out if you're in the run fit. I would say he's not in the run fit because it's empty. So he's a free player. All right. So you can provide body help to this guy. Again, with the nasty split, he's likely to go here. If he was wide out, then you can provide body to the curl or the dig, um, and the quarter would replace over the top. But if you're free like this, you want to start getting ready to check backside. So he does a good job with his eyes. If you watch the backside safety, he does actually look at what number one's doing over here. Number one, as predicted, goes in, and he immediately turns his body, gets into a shuffle, and now he's ready to receive one of these guys working across. And it's usually going to be a guy from the slot. So it's either going to be number 3 or number 2. If number one were to work all the way into his vision, it would be a big boy post, something like this, where he's running over the top of him, and then we can help here. But usually, when you get 4 strong, 1, 2, 3, 4, somebody's got to go this way. Somebody's got to go this way. So he does a good job not backpedaling out of there, shuffling, turning his chest, and getting ready to read. All right, and I love how, let's go back to alignment. All right, and it seems like both these guys are 11 by 1. All right, 11 by 1, let's say 5, 10, 1, so 11 by 1. And he's going to eventually work to 11 by 1 on the motion. Again, I think he was closer because he may have been in the run fit. It's really hard to tell. But as he backs up, usually you're going to be 11 by 1 on somebody when you're a safety. But they do a good job of communicating both safeties. He notices the stem or the bend off the back. So he's going to go ahead and point this way, alert the other safety like, hey, it's time to take him, all right? And they're both in shuffle. See how they funnel this guy, all right? Because you still don't know what he's going to do. We can't just assume he's going to run the bender, or he might run in and then run up. They do a lot of quarters beaters. If you play quarters, you're gonna go against teams that just specifically run routes to mess with your reads. So they do a good job of shuffling because they have good depth, passing it off, making sure that it is what he thinks it is. And because he's not pedaling out of there, because he's not quick or too quick, he can come off and he can rob this over route here. All right, so he does a good job of robbing the over route, relating to this over route if the quarterback were to throw it. And of course, backside, all your plays backside of quarters are just going to come to you, whether you're doing like he does here or whether they want you to shuffle and drop to deep third. This is what you're looking for. All right, so empty. Yes, there's 5 receivers. There's 4 strong. Man, there's so many options, but we all have reads. All right? And everyone does a good job of getting to their reads, even the linebacker in the middle, relating to, number 3, trying to wall number 3 a little bit. And then we have this backer who's going to show some simulated pressure. I don't know if he's a backer. Maybe he's a backer. I can't really tell. But he's simulating pressure, and then he's going to replace the low hole pretty much as we get out 4 strong to wall here. So everyone does a good job of relating to this empty situation. And again, the only guy that was free is alert, not too fast out of there. And he's able to step in front of this deep over route for a pass breakup.